First and foremost, want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. We want to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. That's where we learned this truth from, taught us this truth. We want to say peace, mercy, and blessings to all the hopeful elect. The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. That means he exists or he is to be. The name of the Son is Yahweh Shai. And that means he is the deliverer. All right, these are the names the world will call God, Jesus Christ. Get a minute to check all right. And but we teach by the correct Hebrew names. You might hear some people say Jehovah or Yeshua, but these names are not correct. And you shouldn't be calling on Christ either, man. The Most High don't like you calling on those names. It's Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. All right, now we are the Israelites. There's 12 tribes of our nation. Today we're being called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole, Indian, Latin, Hispanic. We're being called different names to mock us, but also to conceal our true identity of being the people of the Holy Bible. But we're the Israelites, and we have tribal names like from Judah, Zebulon, Naphtali, Issachar. And the self-proclaimed white man, he's not actually white. Actually, he's red. He's Esau, Edom, right? And according to Bible prophecy, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. In other words, this man got his kingdom right now. He's living. That's why Yahushua said the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. See, we're last right now, but by our first, we're getting ready to, come up, man. Got that?
Wisdom of Solomon?
Yep. Chapter 1.
1 and 1? Yep. Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 1. Love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart, and the simplicity of the heart seek him.
Yeah, man, you're supposed to be optimistic. You always want to be spiritually optimistic. All right, you have to be, because Satan, he always want to put things in your head, try to make you give up and tap out. You know what I mean? What he said about right from the top of it, that cuts Esau too.
Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1. I'm about to say about chapter love. The book, chapter 1, verse 1. Love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth.
Does Esau love righteousness? No, he don't. He loves wickedness. And he turned. You got something? Not yet. Can you get Isaiah 5 and I believe it's try evil good evil. That's what Esau does. And that's why we saw two women holding hands. Now we could, and they were goth, which a lot of those goth women, they're in the worship of Satan. They're all confused, man. You know what I'm saying? But they were holding hands, and what is that? That's lesbianism. That's not righteousness. Also, in the society, you have feminism, you have homosexuality, men with men. You know what I'm saying? You got all manner of wickedness out there. 5:20. That was damn was. Anything louder.
This is the book of Isaiah 6 and 20.
5 and 20.
5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Yeah, it says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. That's what Esau does. Right?
So speak against that, they think speaking evil when you speak against the homosexual lifestyle. They call you speaking evil, you know what I'm saying? They'll cancel culture you and shit, kick you out, or cut your business off, or whatever you got going on because you're speaking against that other people. You know what I'm saying? And, cut your contract, you won't get no more money, you know what I'm saying? Read that again?
Oh. This is Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness.
So when you come out here speaking this truth, we think that we're doing evil because we speaking the truth about this wicked society.
Yeah, especially because we got that image. They're going to say, we heard this time and time again. Why you got horns on Jesus? Why you doing Jesus like that? But not knowing, that's an evil-ass image. That's idolatry.
Yo, I got a testimony. Yesterday, I was coming from Dollar Tree down, on Clinton. So, that's Dollar Tree or Dollar
Family Dollar.
Family Dollar. I was coming out of there. So you got this Northern Kingdom, Ephraimite sister. She was out there passing out there, teaching the word, passing the pamphlets around, whatever.
Right.
So she gonna come to me and she ask me, she like, Jesus loves you. I just usually I'll just like I said, man, I can't let this go. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, that's not it. I said, I was like, that's not his name. She like, well, that's his name. I said, no, that's not his name. And I said, well, Jesus loves everybody. I said, no, he doesn't love everybody. He's not coming to save everybody. But that's how I said, I made it small, short. I said, you know you ain't supposed to be teaching. You know that, right?
Say that.
I told her just like that. She said, you know what? I heard that. I said, yeah, you know that, but that's not true. That's not true. What you mean it's not true? It's in the Bible. She like, no, I don't believe that. I said, wow. I just walked off. I said, you know what? I just walked off and I just said, I told her straight up. I said, you've been warned though. I said, Lord, come back and kill a lot of people. Been warned. Said, she just loves you. Yo, if you see her eyes, man, they under a fucking spell.
Yeah, they are. Remember that the Mexican dude? He be pop blocking. He like Christ. You never seen that dude? The way he said it, you know it's a demon on him. Pop blocking. Yeah, put that in YouTube. When pop blocking for Jesus. That shit funny as hell.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
But he really, you could tell he really under like a trance or something, man.
Yeah, they she was just like she on drugs or something. Like it was just like somebody like Ultra MK don't took over and shit. You know what I'm saying? She was just like, if you see her eyes, man, she looked possessed. She's like, Jesus loves you. She just ignored what I just told her. I said, you ain't supposed to be teachers in the Bible. Oh, that's not true. What you mean it's not in the Bible? Oh, no, I don't believe that.
Well, what's coming out is that a lot of these people, they really don't believe the words of God. They don't believe in the Bible. Because when you bring it out, they're like, oh, nah, not my Jesus. Oh, that's Old Testament. Oh, man wrote that. Whenever you bring out what's really in the Bible, it's always some rebuttal. You know what I'm saying? They always got something to say.
Hey,
because they really don't believe it.
Believe it. I swear, man, Christianity's a hell of a drug. Remember that shit back in the 80s and 90s about this brain on crack, egg frying on pan? And that's Christianity right there. So that's how people, their brain are fried. They through. How they say it? They through. Too through. Yeah. The Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 1. Love righteousness, he that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart.
That's not happening right now because, we just brought out how they call them good evil and evil good. So on the Esau reign, wickedness is abounding. You know what I mean? Nothing is right. The only thing that is righteous here are the men of the Lord doing this work. That's it. Why? Remember Sodom and Gomorrah, the Lord, he spared it because of what? Lots. So the Lord, he would have been God with this place. But what he's saying for the elect's sake, I
got that precept too. But this is 1 Timothy 2:12. Wait, I started at 11. And it reads, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. For I suffer not a woman to teach.
Yeah, you be having a woman teaching with their titties out and shit.
Right.
You be having a lot of teachers freaking off with the students. So how much more a female pastor? What do you think she's doing with the congregation?
Right.
All right, the Most High didn't set up a woman to teach. That's why you don't see women out here on the highways and hedges.
And to be honest, that has plagued the Christian church. And I say Christian because you got Baptists and all over Pentecostal. They all the same. They just teach a little something different, so they think, right? But that's been plaguing those type of congregations for years. The women, wearing tight dresses. I remember my mom used to talk about that at church. Like, look at Sister So-and-so got that short old dress on. She knows she ain't supposed to be wearing that.
There's a saying, I've been hearing brothers say that. They said the whore's final transformation is
I just saw that. The brother, I think a brother put that up. Or maybe it was like a YouTube short. You watch so much stuff, you forget where the source from. But I saw that.
What's her name? I forget her name, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
You talking about the video vixen?
She get with all the NBA players. Brittany Renner. Oh, Brittany Renner.
That's her name? Okay.
Remember she changed Muslim. She went full, she wrapped her whole body up
Yeah.
You know, they say a whore's final transformation is a religion.
Yeah. I think I saw that either on the Joe Budden podcast or something. But yeah, they did say that. That's like a whole final, and that's what be up in them church houses. 'Cause that's they thought of last place of refuge where they could be accepted at.
Yeah, yep.
Once they get used and abused and tossed to the side, and they know that they can't, like, everybody know you a hoe now, so you can't trick the unsuspecting, you know what I'm saying, male,
Yep.
John, if you will.
Well, all these women are hoes.
Right.
Just look. You see naked, you see ass everywhere. It's like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, you get tired of it.
I thought that was Carissa Shields that just passed by. Let's look like Carissa.
Crazy, bro. Well, yeah, that, if I can say it quick, but that's that Queen of Heaven spirit. You know what I'm saying? What's a queen? Equated with a whore. Why you wanna equate yourself with a queen?
That's crazy that I was just meditating on that. Coming up, I was driving down the street about that. Like we were just talking last time. Like, females didn't really like call that. They just thought that was a corny line for niggas saying that. I said, you watch these movies, he saw put right in your face. And it's Disney movies and these fairy tale movies. A queen is always somebody wicked and witchy, with big eyelashes, with a mole on her fucking face. Then the princess is always somebody cute. Everybody loves her. She's nice and gentle. You know what I'm saying? He put it right in your face. You're a princess. He put it right in your face. Between the difference between queen and princess.
And it reads, and this is point 2. Nor to assert authority over the man.
Yeah, you have female cops, female judges,
Managers.
that shit's off, man.
Right.
You see it all the time. These bitch ass, masculine ass. Then they be studs.
Yeah.
Fucking female man. They love that shit. Any type of authority they have over a man, they abuse that shit.
Right.
They're trying to tell you what to do on the job and shit.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, I don't even work with you. You really don't have to say nothing to me because you got a vest on.
Yeah.
You trying to use some authority. That's
Right.
wicked.
There's this chick I don't be watching. Well, he had shorts come on, but he do this skit. He do this prank where he catfish studs. So he'll be, talking to him, acting like, he a chick. And then he'll meet up with him. And then he'll try to go ahead and now he's like letting them know, like, hey, I'm really Brittany. You know what I'm saying? I'll find you. And every time the stud is aggressive, she trying to fight him. Go ahead, bro. I don't get down like that. Get the fuck out of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy though. But the you can see the demon on these butch bitches, man. It's real disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And it reads, but to be in silence. See?
These women, they don't know how to shut the fuck up.
Right.
What it say in Proverbs, she's loud and stubborn, her feet abide not in the house.
Yeah.
And it's Saturday too, because all you're gonna see is whores out.
Yeah.
Naked woman. Then if you come at them, if you look at them a little too long, they get offended. But you out here with breasts out, that's the spirit. You know what I'm saying? You out here with everything out, but something wrong with a man.
Right.
Most I designed it.
Right.
Yeah, that's nature, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got dogs, sometimes they see another dog and they just try to attack them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
You might see that when a male dog, what happened when a male dog see a female dog? He starts salivating.
right.
You know what I mean? Because he's programmed that way. He's in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's an old saying. A woman's beauty is in her silence. It says a woman should be seen and not heard. That's old school shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the one that, my generation of past and of old times, they knew to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? This is new age shit.
It's so vexing dealing with the woman to where you don't even want a woman. Like, man, I'm good. I don't want to do this shit.
Yeah.
You don't want to. Hell, definitely not moving with a woman. You don't have no kids here. She already knows she's going to try to leave you or put you on child support. So dealing with these American women is a fucking headache. Right.
Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 2. For he will be found of them that tempt him not and showeth himself unto such.
Esau, these people in this society, they constantly tempting the Lord. How are they tempting the Lord? You know, they got the Bible in the courtroom swearing on it. You know, they claim to be, you know, a religion for God. You know, Bible is the rock of this land.
Yeah, what it said, the God we trust.
You know, the God we trust, but they don't believe in the Most High, right? You
Well,
know?
you gotta ask the question, well, what God you trust in?
Yeah.
What God you believe in?
Right, because they didn't tell us, so we might assume, because we believe, you know, we're Israelites, we got that zeal. So we believe in the true power. These people don't. They get their power from Satan. Right.
For he will be found of them that tempt him not, and showeth himself unto such as do not distrust him.
See, that's the meek, which goes into ultimately the elect. You know, the Most High wants you to trust him. You know, like they got this experiment, you know, I know y'all seen it, where they like, you know, fall back and the Greek catch you.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's called, it's a term for, oh my God, my children started doing it. It's something called trust,
fall.
trust fall, something like that. I'm looking it up.
For into a malice soul wisdom shall not enter.
Yeah, and that's why what they push so much wickedness, sin, sex. You know what I'm saying? Guess who owns the porn industry? That's fucking Amalek.
Right.
You know, these are supposed to be the people of God, but all wickedness comes from them.
Right.
Literally, we can break down 99% of the problems to Esau, but specifically Amalek. You know what I mean? Those motherfuckers, man. Lord, when we get those motherfuckers in captivity, any city of Amalek, you gonna get it 100 times worse, man. You know, they're destroying the planet with these goddamn data centers. Because not only are these data centers sucking all the water, but once the water gets once they use it and the water's no good, they're putting it back into the lakes, which is destroying the earth, destroying different ecosystems. You know.
Even I was watching with someone, I'm gonna bar put up. You might said that, you know, we trying to get rid of all the seeds, fruit seeds and vegetable seeds. You know, they said we're gonna try to, you know, we're gonna make our own fruits and vegetables. You know, we're gonna try to get rid of all the meat, change the meat to, you know, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the devil, man. You know, he's showing himself to be the Satan every day. Like, that shit kind of cringed me up. And I said, yo, just want to, especially with what's your boy name, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
To smack his ass. I just can't stand him.
You gotta think about the people that's over him, because he had to be raised up. He had to learn from somebody, right? So we know names. There's a lot of names and faces that we don't know. But they're gonna be in captivity too.
His father was part of what you call an activist of the generation. You know what I'm saying? So he's taking after his father.
Yeah. Same thing with Donald Trump. His dad was in the KKK. Allegedly, you know how they try to, you know, have you, cover your ass. But but we know. So you can't hide shit, man. We know.
Yeah, he's been revealed.
You know what I mean? But I got that term. It's called trust fall. This is what it stands. A trust fall is a team building exercise where a person closes their eyes and falls backward, relying on a group of people to catch them safely.
See, that's what? That's the body.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's spiritual. That's what the Most High wants you to do. You know, because sometimes it's gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to literally leave the world behind. So you might call it a leap of faith, which they show you out in the Matrix. Take the leap, or a trust fall, man. Just let the shit go. The Most High gonna do that. Well, that gives the Most High room to show His power.
I was talking about that yesterday. Saying, I think Lord just let me tell you, like, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go, man. Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 3. For a forward thought separate from Yahweh and his power.
Yeah, you gotta watch the way you think too. Which everything out here is geared to fuck with your mind. You know what I mean? Mind control. You know, I saw a video where you got the rain sounds on YouTube that people were playing fall asleep to.
Yeah.
I saw a video that was breaking down on how they behind that they got demonic chants,
Subliminal.
and people was having nightmares and shit. So everything about this place is witchcraft, man. It's fucking witchcraft, man.
That's the spirit. I was telling the sister out in the car. I was taking the passenger. She was cool, Jake. Cool. She was cool. We'll talk, we'll polite. She, I was just talking about how these sisters wearing my eyelashes. I said, y'all don't like them fucking eyelashes. She got quiet. She got, oh, I wear it. I said, yeah, man. Shit's been making y'all look witchy and shit. And she didn't say, but she was like, no, I tried to cut mine. I was like, hey, yeah, them shits be fucking me out there. I said, y'all should just leave them shits alone and wear it natural. I told them, I'm gonna tell you the secret. They just don't like that shit. I really don't like that. Okay, I say they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? You know, like you just said, everything is witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they got deception. That's why you got these women going around looking like witches. Because they are witches in the spirit. They are witches. You know?
But really, they going out looking like ass clowns.
Yep.
Because who eyelashes really that big and bushy? You know, so it's like a minstrel act, a minstrel show. You know what I'm saying?
Because they really don't be looking like that. Because they put all that makeup on.
Yeah.
That's deception. That's witchcraft.
Yeah.
You take off that makeup, you're like, yo, you look totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You actually look better.
Yep. So, right? That's what this place is, built on deception.
Image of the people.
For what the Messiah, chapter 1, verse 4, for into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the mind, that is subject unto sin.
Oh, read that again.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 4. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter.
But that's what all America produces. Malicious souls, man. Alright, motherfucker malicious as hell. You can see it in the eyes.
Yeah.
Certain people you try to say was, you try to be at peace with all men.
Right.
I try to say, how you doing, brother? To this dude, he looked at me like he wanted to kill me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's because these people got demons on them. A lot of times they don't know, but sometimes they do know. You just in an evil spirit. Most I can't do with you like that, man. That's why a lot of people can't receive the truth. And then that's what happens to you when the truth is taken away from you. You get 7 demons on you.
For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter.
See, Esau knows that. So what do you think he's going to do? He's going to try to keep you into sin. Yeah. Can you get that in Judith 5? Start at 15. Something. See, these elites, man, they got a plan to keep us in wickedness, man. This shit seems louder than usual. Shit. The goddamn food you eat, if you look at vanilla flavoring, they actually figured out, Esau's a fucking demon, man. Excuse my French. But they figured out a way to get something out of a beaver's butt.
Yeah, I heard, yeah.
And that's in your food.
A beaver's butt?
Yeah.
It's called vanilla flavor. So you gotta be careful. You look at something that got vanilla flavors and it comes from a beaver's butt, man. That shit crazy, right? Because what are you doing? What would make you
think? Yeah.
What makes you think? How you possess your mind? The thought to put that, make that a vanilla, not like abstract. That's crazy.
Jacob would never do that, bro. Bill Jacob's wicked. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I say, I confidently say, I don't think Jacob would never do some shit like that. Putting chemtrails in it's Esau. He just got to go.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
He's the plague of the earth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's disease. He's the bacteria. He need to be what? Cleansed.
Right.
He need to be up out of here.
Nuclear fire.
He need more than what's that shit? That
chloride.
Yeah, the chloride. He need more than that. You know what I'm saying?
So he's gonna get chloride. It's chemical.
Yeah.
He's gonna get that thermonuclear chemical cleanse.
He's like a parasite to the plant.
Yeah. You're gonna get more rocks.
Like basically, the one made for it just to show you what evil is. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. It's a balance. It's one person to see what wickedness is.
Yeah.
That's that the promise that this is what happened when you kingdom and wickedness. Sinful way, this is what death looks like. This is what wickedness looks like. Brings forth death.
Right.
So now we go in the kingdom, we're gonna appreciate the kingdom much, much more. The other side.
Right.
Probably just like King Solomon said. King Solomon had to know, just like Adam. That's how you know King Solomon, is Yahweh Shah and Adam, because he had to know good and evil. You know what I'm saying? So when Solomon learned evil, you know what I'm saying, that made him balance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know what I mean? So
Even going back when he was the first spirit created, and he created everything, him and Elohim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he knew what creations he was making. Some were lawful, some were unlawful. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I was just gonna say real quick, how Esau know that vanilla extract come out of beaver tail is because he eat abominable things.
Yeah.
I think a beaver is unlawful.
Yeah.
You can't eat no damn beaver.
Yeah,
That's a rope.
You know what I'm saying?
A possum. You look at a possum, if you're in your right mind, you would never eat that.
Right.
You know, raccoon. You got a lot of niggas down south to this day, they eat all that shit. Snakes, squirrels, rabbits, and frogs and snakes. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is Proverbs 16:4. It says, the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, had made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
So that's necessary evil. They was made to be on earth, like I said, to show what wickedness looked like. And to what was back into him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
go
go ahead.
back you up. This society, it should make you turn to the Lord. You know what I mean? It'll make you hate evilness too if you're in the right spirit. That's why it's like gold in the fire. You're being purified because you're like, man, I hate this. Each day more, our hatred grows for Esau in his place. And he's evil as a woman. You know, and fucking false prophets begin to hate everything evil. The scripture say that.
But what it causes is it causes a true balance, because the Lord don't deal with false balances, right? So then in that understanding, you know the differences between wicked and good, you know, righteousness and evil, you know, the yin and the yang, if you will. It's a balance. The Lord deals with balance.
I mean, like last week I was riding down Clinton, man. Seen this gay Jake, man, he all dressed up. I just slipped out. In the car I was doing a ride, I was like, I just yelled out and gripped the steering wheel. I was like, I hate this fucking place, man. Get tired of seeing this shit, man. I just flipped out, man.
Sometimes you do that.
Right.
Said you get angry. Said that's why I work out, man.
I had some moles in my car a few times recently. I was like, just a few days ago, I'm like, man, that shit turned my whole. He was mad cool, but still.
Should make you want to turn the app off.
Oh, yeah, man. He's like, yeah, man. I had to pick him up over by Hart Street, right in the hood. Yeah, man. You know, yeah, we went to, they kicked us out of the gay parade. They said we couldn't come in. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Burn that shit.
I was kind of like, I don't understand why he was drunk.
Was it Esau?
Yeah, he looked like an Edomite. He looked like they was from San Francisco.
Jake is over the top with it.
Yeah. So I was like, kind of like, he should have kept the vibe, but he was drunk. I kept like, you know how you don't want to talk, but you're talking. Like, yeah, I was making my conversation real short. I need not to be engaging too much in conversations like that. You know what I'm saying?
Got something. This is Amos 5:15. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. And that's what we're gonna do in the kingdom. We get our new bodies. So Lord willing, we'll be elected. You know, the scriptures does say, "He that overcomes is going to inherit. Is going to inherit all things." So that includes a new body, a crown, be joint heirs with Yahushua, and many mansions, everything that comes with that. You know, it says, "It may be that the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph." But we hate evil, love good.
Yeah.
So he said he gonna say remember Joseph, but I really talking about the whole Israelites. And whole, I mean, we hate the evil and we keep righteous, and the Lord gonna have mercy on us. You know.
Oh, it just dawned on me. You know what? That's why in the kingdom, the word is going to be written in our inward parts, and we're not going to ever go off again, because right now it's a punishment.
Yeah.
It's a punishment for us to go off and do wicked stuff You know what I'm saying? Because what it says the spirit is willing, but the flesh, we war with the flesh.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And us brothers in the truth, we really don't go off unless we just slip up.
Flip up.
It's not like we intentionally do things from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? That's more for like brothers just coming in. They really ain't fully, you know what I'm saying, adapt to what the do's and the don'ts.
Yeah, because you always got to go back to the basics because they always sheep coming in.
Yeah.
And, we're not saying we're perfect or nothing.
Right.
We're trying to be, but,
Right.
We're not stealing willfully. That's the difference.
Exactly.
You got people out there, they're willfully sin,
Yeah.
willfully commit adultery and things of that nature. Once you get this knowledge, you're not supposed to live like that. Because that goes back to tempting the Lord.
Yeah. Because in this truth, you can't willfully or on accident commit adultery.
Yeah.
Because you know what it look like. There's no way you can say you in the truth, at least like under the GMS standards, because I don't know what the hell these other camps teach. Because what General Yohanan said, you would pop your woman in the anus.
Yeah, they
So you gotta be careful.
But that's the command in general.
You know what I'm saying?
Second under Yahweh Shah.
Think about it, it's the military. You gonna follow that dude? He's never on the battlefield. You'll never be out in highways and streets teaching.
Yeah.
So in the ancient world, he got killed trying to be a general. Man.
Right. But but that was my point. Like it's a punishment for us to sin.
Yeah.
Because that was from the beginning in the garden. That was a curse put on for Eve deceiving Adam. You know what I'm saying? That sin came into the world. You see?
Or see that writing on the stony hearts, that stone tablets that the commandment was written on was based off was represent the stony hearts. Moses, remember when he had written the commandments?
Yeah.
That stone tablets represent our stone.
Hard-headed. Yeah, exactly. Stiff necked and hard-headed people.
Got some. This is Hebrews 10:26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaining no more sacrifice for sins.
So you go back to Yahweh Shah, right? Yahweh Shah represent that flesh, because the Lord, he came to us. He came in the flesh, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to be like Yahweh Shah, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have the Lord's written in the evil parts, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. It's the Messiah chapter 1 verse 4.
Still got that Judah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
This is Judah 5:20, you said?
Start at 15.
This is Judah 5:15. Judah 5:15. And it reads, and so they dwell in the land of the Amorites, and they destroyed by their strength all them of Esbon, and passing over Jordan, they possess all the hill country. 16, and they cast forth before them the Canaanite, the Pezerite, the Jebusite.
Now, what is that talking about? That's talking about what? The conquest of Joshua, right? When he was taking the Holy Land.
Right.
So the heathens, they saw that. The heathens saw everything, man.
Right.
Most High wants them to see it. That's how the name of the Lord is going to be magnified. But you know that this happened. He said, you heard? Let's see if I can find it real quick.
What's worded?
Pretty much is we heard the Lord and he was afraid. I think it's a Joshua.
I heard your speech when you I know what you're talking about.
I believe Rahab said it.
Yeah. You heard? Okay. I think it's in Joshua.
Keep going, brother, while we look for it.
And it reads, and Sheshemite,
Joshua 2:10.
and all the Girgashites.
I was about to go there too, Joshua 1:2. I know it was around the summer.
And you good? And dwell in that country many days.
What country is that? Israel. Because the land of Canaan, the Lord gave us that land because that Canaan comes from who? That's the son of Ham. Right? See, the Lord cursed Ham, but really the curse fell on Canaan because of what Ham did when Noah was when he was shrunk. So by the Lord putting that curse on Canaan, that justified us going up in there and taking that land. Cutting them all, slaughtering them. Got that?
Joshua 2:10.
Yeah.
The book of Joshua, chapter 2, verse 10. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the waters of the Red Sea.
Yeah, and what did Moab do? They try to put a curse on us, man. They said, hell no, we gotta. Well, there's like that dude on belly. He's saying we don't like that shit. You know what I mean? That's how the nations were looking at us. That's how the Edomites were looking at us. Like, hey, hell no, you're not passing through here.
Especially Esau.
You know? He had that get off. He been had that get off my lawn spirit.
Oh. Get off my lawn. Get off my yard eating my apples.
Nagger.
For we have heard how the Lord dried up the waters of Red Sea.
So this, I put that now. We have heard how the Most High destroyed Babylon the Great. Y'all went up on chariots.
For ye came out of Egypt, and what he did unto the two kings of the Amorites, and were on the other side of Jordan, and Sihon and Og, whom ye utterly destroyed. And as soon as we had heard these things, our hearts did melt, neither did there remain any more courage.
So that's gonna happen again. You know what I mean? The Lord give us His men's spiritual power, and chariots come. It don't matter what type of weaponry these heathens got. It's not gonna mess with the chariots. People gonna be getting zapped out here, man. So that fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna be back in the earth times a trillion. You know, with this double Pete Hex said he asked for 1.5 trillion. This nigga asked for more money than Dr. Hugh. You know, because they need money for that war over there with Iran. That war is going to lead to the destruction of Babylon the Great, where they're going to have a major military coalition with, you know, Russia, Persia, I think Ethiopia, you know, these different nations, and they pretty much going to be beefing with Babylon and its allies.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that Taiwan has took the blueprint from Ukraine with the drones. So now they're stockpiling drones in case of the war with China. So that just came out. I mean,
I think they're going to set up a, what you call it, ASA attempt on turbulence troops.
Oh, yeah. You know that. Because he keeps saying it, and it already happened 2 times. He had 2 attempts, right? He had the one where he was holding his grazed his ear. And I think there was another one they said they ran up in when he was about to eat.
I think it's the 3rd time.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
Remember that new Jake had ran past security?
Yeah.
He had the shotgun?
Yep.
So he tried, he didn't get close. But the other 2, because the one nigga was on the roof, the Edomite was on the roof by DC, and they like, how the hell that happened? They tried to blame it on DEI, remember?
Yep. So
I'm saying,
you know what's going
it's
to
the 3rd time.
You know who going to execute that in judgment? Amalek. It's going to be Amalek. It's not going. They're going to try to brave it on him. It's going to be Amalek.
Oh, let's not forget how the IDF and the US have merged militaries. So that's it for Babylon. That's it. If you think these other countries hate Babylon, the small hats, they hate this place 100 times more.
Oh, I just seen this morning, IDF soldiers, man, they went into, I think it was Palestine on one of the lands, and they killed like a whole village off. I'm going to put it in the chat.
They're practicing.
Yeah.
They're practicing for what they're getting ready to do over here, the time of Jacob's trouble. Which we're in the time of Jacob's trouble, which is why ICE and the police is that the cops just put another chick to death.
I saw that. They protested. Is that in Missouri?
Yep.
Missouri and Mississippi, one of the 2.
Somewhere like that.
Yeah.
That shit happened back to back. It was like 3. Like another one happened yesterday. Another one happened, I think. 2 of them happened. 2 of them happened yesterday. I said, yeah, Jacob's trouble in the beginning though.
Oh, I think, and the Black Panther, the new Black Panther Party, but I think it's the guy that got kicked out and splintered off, and he named it something. He named it something else, but I just saw a short. They were saying that the Black Panthers of chapters of New York, Philly, and somewhere else was down there. Oh no, they had created an alliance to combat ICE.
Yeah, I heard about that 2
You know
months
what I
ago.
mean?
Yeah.
So this place is just getting stirred up all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord has a controversy.
Northern Kingdom back get on their shit, man. See all that gang talk they be talking down there, and you allow your kids to get taken, and y'all ain't doing shit. But y'all want to pop on Jay. Because they racist down there, them gangs, them Mexican gangs.
Oh yeah.
They racist on Jake, man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But y'all won't. But then here we go. You got the white man coming up here taking your kids and your wives in front of you. You ain't doing shit.
You got to sell out niggas for ICE too.
Mm-hmm.
It says, throw hand joint in hand, it's not going to be on. So niggas going to start knocking these people off. Whether it be an agent provocateur, but don't be surprised one of them get popped, man.
Genesis 49 said it. Who should rise them up? Jake gonna be the one that's gonna set it off. So that's why the Northern Kingdom ain't doing nothing yet, because Jake got Judah got to be the one that set shit off.
Let me get that, man. Change it.
So yeah, man, because ICE is out here, man. Not nice. I mean, the IDF, what was it called? The Israeli Defense Force. Yeah, they gonna be doing some body work.
They train ICE. I got that. Genesis 49 at verse 9. It says, I'm gonna start at 8. It says, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
So to say he's the king of the tribes, you know what I'm saying? Because Yahweh shall come out of that tribe.
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies.
Which is why we're gonna be on their necks. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the Black Panther movement, Malcolm X and all of them was always, fighting for our rights. Here, you know what I'm saying?
It says, thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
Right?
9. Judah is a lion's whelp.
It's a young lion.
From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion.
That's how a lion hunts. Get ready to hunt a gazelle, he stoops down, he get in this, he start doing that low walk, predator stance. That's like, blocking for the, front to the back of vocabulary. Free on.
As an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
Because we fell off, because Esau did a trick, man. He started giving us money, giving us opportunities. And they was like, well, white man ain't so bad. They changed their ways.
That's how I'm gonna get you, sucker. Right. He said the white man came with job applications.
Yeah.
Brothers weren't mad no more.
Right. But on a serious note, that was the whole civil rights thing with Martin Luther King. But it says, though hand joined in hand, both shall be thrust through. See, Jake got assimilated with Esau, so they got relaxed. They was able to get big Cadillacs and houses. You know what I'm saying?
Moving a nice neighborhood with the rest of the white folks.
Right. You want to get a drinking phone next to Esau, a goddamn demon that drinks blood. So how people realize what they really did, they're gonna be so that's why in the kingdom they're gonna be shamefaced, man. He trying to use the same restroom as Esau. Now look, he got transgenders going in the restroom with little girls and shit.
I brought this out a few camps back, about a few months back. Edomite told me he got real disgusted. I don't know. Could have been. I don't know. Everybody ain't shape. But anyway, because shit's just disgusting. But he said, I don't know if it was his school or he just heard that now they're allowing people to what they call that identify as animals. So they got cat litter boxes in the bathroom where the child that thinks they're a cat, a feline or a dog can go in there and use the bathroom.
What the man?
He said, I had enough. He said, I've seen it all.
This place got to go, man. I got it.
It's a term for it too. I don't know what it is, but it's a term.
I got another one. This is Zechariah 9:13. It says, when I have bent Judah for me and filled the bow with Ephraim, that's what's going to happen. It's going to start with Judah. That's what we're saying. Because Judah is the head tribe in the spirit. That's why all these tribes, they follow the trends, things of that nature of Judah. You see a lot of Northern Kingdom with Judah, especially out here. Ephraim, you see a lot of Northern Judite men with the Puerto Rican woman or the Mexican woman. It says, when I have bent Judah for me, matter of fact, I was with these two Israelite women, and they started talking about ICE. They started talking about ICE and Trump, and then she was like, man, why do they hate us so much? So even they know in the spirit, like these Esau hates you, man. It says, when I have bent Judah for me and filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece. So that's what's getting ready to happen. You're gonna have the sons of Zion, which are the Israelites, against you damn Edomites, man. Against ICE, against you MAGA Edomites, you know, against all you damn devils. It says, and made thee as a sword of a mighty man. So it's the Most High doing this, man.
So they're gonna make battle axe some more. We don't want to use y'all to break in pieces the king of nations. You know what I'm saying? I got a precept. The land back what you were saying about the dude saying about how he said you got king of yeah. Right? The book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 2. For behold, darkness shall cover the earth, gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to the light, and the kings of the brightness of thy rising. Like, you know, the Gentiles, not the Israelites, you know what I'm saying? But the Lord said, gross darkness don't cover the earth, man. People's under that gross darkness spell, man. Under Esau vibration. It's the stuff that he promote out here that you could have sex with a cow, and you could be bestiality, you could be anything, you could be a cow, you could be a cat, you could be a dog.
You got to identify as a cat and go in the cat litter. That would piss me off so bad. Imagine you go in the bathroom, it's cat litter, and somebody actually using that like they're actually a damn cat.
Yeah.
That wouldn't piss you off. That'll piss you off.
You know, I got that turned right, brother.
When he was practicing, that's why this man came from the cave. He's practicing what he did in the cave, bringing it to the society.
Oh yeah, I finally was able to look up. You gotta pay for it, but I finally saw some trailers on that Quest of Fire.
Yeah.
That he saw all day.
Yep.
That shit was nasty.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
He saw.
Yep.
And you know who played in that when he was younger? Hellboy. Dude,
Yeah. I
forget his name.
I forgot his name too.
But here it is. This is I typed in what is the term for people who identify as animals. It says when someone identifies as a non-human animal on a psychological or spiritual level, it is primarily called theory and thoppery. Theory and thoppery.
Confusion.
You got to look it up.
So that's why this is Babylon the Great.
Right. It said, and the person is Therian. Broader relations include other kin and trans-species.
Trans-species.
Right. So that's crazy. Yeah.
Let's get that back to Judah.
Yeah.
That's how the spirit flow, man. There's a lot going on. You know? Don't be surprised you see ICE, you know, they might walk past the camp. You know? Rochester is the sanctuary city.
Yeah.
Right.
I heard they here.
Yeah, they is. I seen they been hopping out on people last summer. No? Got that?
Yeah. Judah 5:17. And whilst they sin not before their power, they prosper.
See that? While we sin not, we prosper. So
Right.
if you're at war, you know, part of war, you gotta learn your
yeah.
enemy. You gotta know your enemy because you gotta know his weaknesses, his strengths. So they know our strength. So when we don't sin, the Most High is with us, man. But if they could keep us in this position of going off, they could conquer us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That account happened a couple times, didn't it? One of the sellouts of our people told, I think when we was building the temple, he went and told them if we sin, if we keep them in sin, you know what I'm saying, they'll be weakened. You can attack them like that.
That was Ammon, I think. Moab, I think.
Yeah, that's that same account.
Yeah.
Up
Right in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ammon, Moab.
See there?
King Agamon, something like that.
It's gonna say.
Okay. And it reads, because of Yahweh that hateth iniquity was with them.
See, but then we just read hate the evil and love the good.
Right.
You know?
Right. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them,
Meaning what? We start worshiping false gods.
Right.
Just the way he pointed us was to do what? Love the Most High with all the heart, mind, and soul. Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right.
Anything outside of that, you fall into wickedness. Because you think about it. Because if you don't love your neighbor as yourself, then you will commit adultery. You will steal from him. You will murder him. You know?
Because to be honest, you wouldn't want nobody to do that shit to you.
Exactly.
So why would you do it to somebody else, right? Especially your fellow brother. And it reads, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore.
Yeah, we got fucked up, man. When we started to go into sin and worship other gods, we got our ass whooped.
Yeah.
Read the book of Judges. All these nations put us in slavery, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And you know what? That was the turn of the tides, because what it says, if the Lord is with you, who can be against you? So when the Lord departed us, he was with the other nations. He was with whatever heathen nation he wanted to punish us with, he was with them. Just like we going through it now with Esau. The Lord is with Esau.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to believe it, accept, whether Ripley's believe it or not, whether you want to believe it, accept it, acknowledge it, the Lord is with this damn devil. But it's because we went off. You know what I'm saying? He's done that countless times throughout, you know what I'm saying, our lineage. You know? And it reads, and were led captives, and see, right here is slavery, transatlantic, into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their power was cast to the ground.
So that happened during the time of what? The Babylonians,
Right.
the Romans,
Right.
the Greeks came and they defiled our temple.
Right.
Now they're trying to, because we are the temple, they're trying to do it again with the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
You know, the third temple is being rebuilt right now, starting with Yahweh Shai, the chief cornerstone. But then each brother is a brick going to that new third temple. Yeah. Got something?
Yep. Go blame back what he just said. Esau. He was in the book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 12, 13.
Yep.
Like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and his where a young lion lurking in the secret places, because he's like lurking in the secret places. He's always sneaking, got cameras spying on you, TV spying on you. You know,
state trooper on the side of the
Go
road.
to that whole chapter.
Psalm 17 and 12.
No, go to the whole chapter.
Oh, for above the one.
No, I'm saying I'll bring it up. So you the whole chapter.
Oh.
Loud ass speaker.
Oh, to my closer.
No. I was trying to see. You know, you read the whole chapter.
Yeah, the Gucci got the verse. You go down to the bottom.
It is down at the bottom.
Right. There you go. Hey, read 12 and 13.
Okay.
Dang, man. Air pollution, noise pollution.
Like a lion, the book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 12. Like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in the secret places. Verse 13, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
So it's telling you that what? Esau is the Most High's sword.
Right.
Just like you were saying. It's what he said.
Yeah. That was a quote. Was in that movie with Michael Jai White, Blood and Bone. Remember the Jake, the adversary in the movie?
Yeah.
There was a quote. He said, if you didn't sin this great, the Lord would not have sent you against.
Yeah, he just quoted Genghis Khan.
Yeah, he quoted Genghis Khan.
That's
That was brutal.
That's a dope movie.
Yeah.
He said Genghis Khan.
You don't mind. You don't mind.
He said that.
Yeah.
He said that dude, the evil dude, the antagonist, you know, he got his hand chopped off and shit. he's quoting Genghis Khan. He said, "If you ain't sent, then I wouldn't be able to do this to you."
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah. He said the Lord. He said the Lord would have sent me against you. You know what I'm saying? And then the Lord has used heathens. You know what I'm saying? You know, because the Lord be with certain heathens at times. Because the scriptures, when you read them, you'll think that, like, I forgot what scripture that was, but it called one of those conquerors, like
Cyrus.
his servant or something.
I think Cyrus. Yeah.
Cyrus, I think
Yeah.
King Nebuchadnezzar.
Him to Nebuchadnezzar. He called him his servant. But he was using them. You know what I'm saying?
Using it for his indignation.
Exactly.
Judgment upon us.
Exactly. But a Christian to read that and say, see, he was like a child of God.
Yeah.
You know, he said he was a servant.
He could be saved.
He could be saved.
Christians
No.
so dumb. They the dumbest thing on happen.
No.
I counted out what I counted yesterday. I'm clearly convinced. So, you know,
Hopefully, but I guess it happens. And it reads, it says, because the power Yahweh that hateth iniquity was with them. See? 18, but when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captive into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemy.
So that happened in what, 70 AD. And to this day, but you have Israelites over there, but to this day you have Amalek, Esau, and Ishmael. You know, those different heathen nations, they actually think that's their land. When we get our power, we're gonna kick everybody out of that land. You're gonna get put to the sword.
Yeah, we the real landlords. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers have what they call those land deed scams.
Yeah.
You know, people get their houses taken with these scammers out here. Or go down there to the county clerk office and you know what I'm saying, create a new sell or deed swap. And these people can't get their shit back. That's crazy, man.
that's what Amalek I heard they in New York trying to people that live in their apartment or their house, they trying to take over. They come with paper to my own your house. Got to go.
Yeah.
They doing that shit in New York and Brooklyn.
Yeah.
These small hatters. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow.
There's loopholes in these laws, man.
Yeah, Esau did it on purpose. He knows it because he made it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. 19. But now are they returned to their power?
Yeah, which now what? The elect is being returned to our power, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And it's all about that name.
That goes back to what they said in Ezekiel. Breath, they fear when they stand upon their feet. Nations in fear.
Great boldness.
Boldness, yep. Great fear fell upon them. That's what it means. Great fear
Right.
fell upon them when they stand upon their feet.
This is Sirach 17 and 10. It says, and the elect shall praise his holy name. What says Baruch, in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. So now that remembrance is being coming back by what? To the foolishness. The scripture says the foolishness of preaching.
Right.
So as we out here, you know, seems that nobody's listening. But really, you never really know who's listening.
Right.
We still out here though. So that fakes without, you know.
Yeah. It says stand in great boldness, and what happens when that occurs? Now they're knocking at the gates of the nobles. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, this dawned on me too. That whole thing with Donald Trump trying to pass that law of I forgot what it's called, but how he said that they're no longer going to allow for people to make white people feel guilty about slavery.
Yeah.
But the point about it that I thought about was, well, if you innocent, why are you feeling guilty? If you didn't do nothing wrong, why are you feeling guilty? Because your spirit in you is compelled, because you know that you are your forefathers.
You know you fucked up.
And to reincarnate, and then you also to this day are still carrying on the same antics, the same tricks, usury, you know what I'm saying? White privilege, things of that nature to get your way.
Yeah,
That
just
goes,
like go ahead.
but that goes into that shameful spewing.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
That bison flipped that Edomite. That was spiritual, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That was Most High going to turning the whole planet against your ass, where you got to pay for your crimes.
Right.
It reached unto heaven. You know.
But why would you feel guilty if you're innocent? If that's your forefathers that did, well, I ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's like you being related to like Arthur Shawcroft or Jeffrey Dahmer or you know, somebody you want to say, oh, that's my first cousin.
Yeah.
That's my. You're gonna be like, I don't know that motherfucker. You're gonna disown him. But Esau can't escape it because you're guilty by association, by default. You're guilty.
You're still profiting off their atrocities.
Exactly.
You ain't trying to make things right.
You trying to make it. My other point.
This is Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. That's what the scriptures say.
Right.
You know, that sounds crazy, but that's the scriptures say, man.
Right.
You know, that they do not rise nor possess the land. Well, it don't sound crazy to us. You know, because we know it gotta happen.
Yeah,
So we in slavery because of things we did.
Yeah. Crazy in a good way.
It says, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So how Esau gonna be saved?
Right.
The Lord told us, get ready to slaughter these motherfuckers to tell us no more.
Yeah.
But before we do that, you gotta go into slavery just like we had to go into slavery.
Right.
It's the Most High's just power. He that leading the captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Right. That goes in Jeremiah 50 and 51. Come on, they won't be able to, they said the land is desolate, they won't be able to put the bricks back. That means they won't be able to rebuild again.
Yeah, because Esau got that spirit of rebuilding shit. Always doing construction.
Right. Exactly.
You know?
But he told on himself. You should have never said that. You should have just let things be. Like with the whole getting rid of the CRT.
Yep.
Why you don't want that to be taught? You know what I'm saying? Critical race theory. Because you know you motherfuckers are guilty and you don't want to hear it. You don't want to face the music. That's what it is.
Especially us right here, what we're doing.
Yeah.
That burns them up. That's why all those Edomites walk with the head down. They couldn't even look at us.
Yeah. What's that saying? Just because I'm in prison don't mean I gotta like it. You know what I'm saying? So they want us to be in prison and be happy.
Oh, y'all got Obama.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't black people get rich now? Y'all got big
Exactly.
houses and
Shop like history.
Exactly.
Damn, what more do they be like? Damn, what more do you think?
Get over it. You know what I'm saying? That's what burns me up. Get over it. How do you get over that?
Right.
When people still being lynched to this day, being found hung, beaten because of your hatred, how do you get over that?
Right. And fuck you, Esau. We not gonna motherfucking stop talking about it, nigga. Fuck you. Know what I mean? Because you need to hear this. Know what I'm saying? If your peoples really cared about you, they'll tell you better. But they say if you knew better, you do better. But you ain't gonna do better because the spirit that's lifted up in you is not upright.
Yep. You know, like you said, you know, Edomites part guys ain't saying. Usually they used to stop me like, what is all these days?
The spirit's gonna change. The spirit in the earth shifted.
Yep, I know.
Because the word has gone out.
Yep.
They know now. They know who the Hebrew Israelites is. They know. And they know they can't gainsay, you know, whatever we say they can't gainsay or resist. You know what I'm saying?
Because they see these prophecies unfolding. They see their kingdom coming down quick. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these Edomites, even these normal Edomites that you see every day. See, one thing I know about Edomites, man, they know history. Their family raised them up in history and know stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you don't think they know they've been who you are. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't run into some, you know, what you call secular Edomites that you see. They know. Yeah. When you tell them that you're the Israelites, they say, how can you read the Bible? They shut up. And they know they all say, damn, fuck. Why they all say that? Why they always say, damn, fuck? Right. That lets you know they know. Yeah. Their parents told them that, like, hey, these are people, you know, I'm going to use, you know, what they use, our Lord and Savior. These are Jesus Christ people. Yeah. But you know what? But you don't let them know they are the true Jews. But don't let them know that because prophecy says, right. once they get the wind of who they are, our rulership, we come down, we gonna be their slaves. They know. They know that. They know.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
Yep.
That's the main one Esau can't get down with. He'll get down with, you know what I'm saying, the whole he that killeth with the sword must be killed because he like blood. But that slave is something about drinking that cup of adversity with slavery. You can't swallow that one down. Everybody should, I don't think a God will have it to where we know now slavery is bad. Down to put other people in. Like, no, nigga, you going.
He's a righteous,
He's going.
he's a righteous judge.
No?
He's a righteous king, man. He's a righteous power.
Right. And it reads, but now are they returned to their power and are come up from the places where they were scattered and have possessed Jerusalem.
That's a future prophecy. That's
Right.
going to happen. All right, keep going. Well, I mean, this happened already, but put in the spirit of the town we're in now, we're going back, we're going to possess it again.
Right. Well, it says this is going to be the ultimate and final Exodus. This Exodus that, you know what I mean, that's coming to us. It says the old one will not be in remembrance. This one's going to overshadow it.
Gotcha.
And it reads, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate.
Keep going.
Verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
So they know that. So that's why they got to keep us in the mindset of not knowing who we are. Being confused, sinning, being ignorant, dumb nigga.
Right.
They like you like that because why? In that mindset, you're disconnected from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But when you go back, you're like Mufasa, and they're like hyenas, man.
Right.
You know what he said? He said Mufasa. You know what I mean? But now we're back calling on the name, so we back in that power, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's just like I was watching this YouTube short, and this dude was going into how the hip hop now versus the hip hop of old. He said back then we were actually teaching. Hip hop was teaching, you know, in the music. That's why they had to come in and disrupt that and fund the gangster rap, the NWA.
Yep. And now that shit is like a funnel right to prison. All the grades.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
that hip hop and rap music today, now they call it drill.
Right.
Go on the drill, meaning you're looking for somebody to kill
Right.
that look like you. So what's that's gonna lead you to? Right in the prison or the grave.
Don't that drill turn going into military? Like
drill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or drilling some wickedness in your head. You know what I'm saying? And it reads, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by.
Better pass by. You know what happened in Egypt.
Right.
You know what happened in Egypt.
Right.
You know? Matter of fact, did we finish that in Joshua? I don't think we did. Go back to Joshua 2:10. Keep finish that.
Lest their Lord defend them, see? And their power be for them. And we become of approach before all the world.
That's what's gonna happen in Esau.
Right.
That's what happened in ancient Egypt. Egypt ain't never been the same. They don't even possess that land. Ishmael up there and shit.
Right.
They claiming they said they've been there all the time now.
Yeah.
And they know damn well they have.
Well, see, that's a stain on the nation's history. Look at the so-called the Holocaust. That's a shameful thing for those small hats that had that happen to them.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Because it happened, but not how they said it happened.
Not to the magnitude.
To the magnitude of what they saying is happening. It doesn't overshadow the translated slave trade.
Nothing happened to any nation can compare to us.
Yeah.
Scripture says it.
Yeah.
And really it's because we're the apple of the Most High's eye. The Most High looks at other nations as a drop from the bucket.
Yeah. or that or Hiroshima, Nagasaki. That's a stain on that nation. That Esau had did that to them, man. Their people was deformed. The countless people that died, let alone.
Yeah, they like, they always lie about the numbers.
You know what I'm saying? Look what they did to Gad. That's a stain.
Yeah, because like Scripture said, we are holy people unto himself. So holy means we set apart. So our punishment was so holy that it never been done to no other nations, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's something special that happened to us. Like that's something totally different. Like, yo, we got stolen from another place, beaten, ripped, and stripped of our name and our culture, and been humanized to a whole nother level of
Right.
remain. It's like
Of embarrassment.
Even down to this day, we just kept getting our foot put in the ass. So that's holy. That's why no other nation under earth, under heaven, could match us.
Good, brother. Good. Shalom.
And that's Deuteronomy 28 from 15 to 68. We're getting ready to enter 1 through 14, all the blessings.
Right.
That was it on that.
Let's see.
Okay, a few more. Gotta
Yeah.
close it. All right, let's get that Joshua.
Yep. Yeah. Book of Joshua, chapter 2, verse 10. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the waters in the Red Sea for you when you came out of the Egypt, and what ye did unto the two kings of the Amorites that were on the other side of Jordan, Sihon, Og, whom ye utterly destroyed. And as soon as we had heard these things, our heart did melt. Neither did there remain any more courage in any man.
That's gonna happen again. New Jerusalem come down from heaven. We heard about how Mosai jacked Babylon up, took y'all up on the ships, changed y'all. You know what I mean?
Wow.
They gonna, they gonna faint.
Yeah.
You know?
What it says, the strangeness of their salvation.
Yeah. Yep.
No.
Neither there remain any more courage in any man because of you. For your Lord Yahweh is Yahweh in the heaven above the earth beneath. Now therefore I pray you, swear unto me by the Lord.
Oh, okay. You got something else?
So can I just add to that too? Because it's going to happen. Just like it happened with Pharaoh and the Red Sea.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted.
You know what I'm saying? So this is a future prophecy. So if this historically been proven, and it's in the Bible that the Lord is actually saving, the Israelites from, impending and apparent danger. If he said it's gonna happen again, you better bet your bottom dollar on it, man.
This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Which that's still, they make movies about it, children books, cartoons. That's still well talked about to this day.
Right.
15, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, which is this Babylon the Great, and from all the lands where he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave to their fathers. Putting us back in Israel, man. We're gonna possess it. We're gonna possess more than that. That's just gonna be like the headquarters.
Right. Right. Right.
It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them. That's what we're doing right now. The word is debate. Going out on the internet. We're fishing. Fishers of men. That's what the Lord told Peter. Follow me, I'll make you fishers of men. It says, and after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain. That's the elites. You know what I mean? Because they're going to try to hide. They hiding now. They ain't, they already got their underground city set up. It says, and out of the holes of the rocks, for my eyes are upon all their ways, they are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from my eye. That's why it says the sins of Babylon reach to the heaven. You can't hide from the Most High, man.
Yeah. And it's true, if I can add, it is true to build infrastructure like that, because in the movie Backrooms, he was saying from what he saw back there, he had drew it out. He said it's massive down there. He said it's like New York City subway massive.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So that whole Ninja Turtle thing, when they be down there, it's like a city under a city. So them underground bunker cities and shit, that shit's real. He saw to build that shit. And what's them small hats got caught digging under there
Yep.
a few months back last year?
Yeah, they're in the sewers. Yeah.
Master Splinter style.
So they were saying like how Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies basically like kind of telling on them what they was doing all that whole time. You just thought it was a cartoon. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, you got something?
I know.
Oh, we ended there. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakah Kodash.
Shalom.
I'm trying to.
Nah.